Hello. How are you? How are you? Well, we're right here in March, aren't we? Right at the beginning of the month. And I'm Eleanor Grace. I'm here in London, in the United Kingdom. And it's welcome to my Psychic Destiny show. Now, I'm using cards. These are tarot cards that I'll be using here. And it's a very, very positive week this week. We've got a burst of energy everywhere, all over the world. And I feel that this is a time where you can all benefit greatly from making some positive decisions and getting those intentions set. So, what is it that you really want to do? So it's time to get those ambitions back in order, isn't it? And, get those goals set so that you can make some plans that you can achieve and thrive. And this is the start now of spring. So we're about to jump into that lovely weather and that nice time of the year where we're all looking forward. We're not looking backwards anymore. And this is my card actually for you. This week, this is all about the High Priestess. So it's about those of you that feel as though you've got that real psychic energy and that you've got a buzz and you're getting perhaps a few messages coming through from spirit. That's always lovely. And messages from spirit often arrive in your dreams. And make a note of what your dreams are saying to you. It's not just about sorting out that, mumbo jumbo in your brain. It's about perhaps just getting a little bit of information so that you can define what it is that you really want to do, where you can get hold of your spirit guides and that you can feel very much as though you're a part of the spiritual side of your life as well as what is happening here in your physical life. So lots of promise, I feel, is here. So hello there to Heather. I think we've got Heather in Winnipeg in Canada on the line. Hello, you're through to Eleanor Grace. Are you there, Heather?
I am Eleanor. Thank you for taking me.
Okay, well, it's lovely to speak to you, Heather. It's a very pretty name and reminds me of Scotland, where the actual heather grows massive. So let's have a look at you. I know, it's a lovely name. I do feel
Thank
as
you.
though it's a namesake that you've got spirit around you actually today, and spirit guides are coming in. I can see lots of sparkles and souls in spirit that sort of go round and round and round and make you feel a bit dizzy sometimes. There's a lot of people who queue up actually to make contact with you, Heather. Have you had that before? Have you been aware of this sort of tingliness around you sometimes, a bit spooky, a bit sort of feeling as though, oh, I don't know whether there's a ghost here or whether there's, some sort of entity around me, and that you're not comfortable with that. Is that true for you?
Well, not that I'm not comfortable. I kind of
Oh, you are
hope that
comfortable.
they
That's all
are
right.
around me. I am.
Good, good, because they just seem to be piling in. So you're a beacon of light. Do you have a son? Because I feel as though there's a boy, a young male around you.
I have a son who's
Yeah.
passed, you
See,
mean? Or
no, no, he's
I,
here.
oh, my son. Yeah, I do have a son here.
Okay. Here he is, because he is also a very spiritual soul. And I feel that there's connections of guides to him all the time. So he's got a similar aspect to his nature, but also the way that he perceives things, the way that he sees things, and he's very kind and gentle in his heart. And I feel that that's something that's in your family as well, Heather, that you've passed that on. You've got that connection going through. So yes, souls in spirit are arriving. I've got a big capital of A here. I do want to go to Amanda. I feel that that's a very strong name around you. It may be a person in spirit, it may be somebody that you're about to encounter in your pathway, in the way that you go forward. So don't be concerned if you don't know or recognize the name at the moment, because that's something that will happen. And often that comes through. It's like a gateway that you're managing to break through. And this is something you've been trying to do for a long time. Now, this gateway is about a sense of freedom here for you, and you mustn't look back. That's the message that I'm being given here. So don't turn around, don't look back at the past, don't do that, because it's not going to be any use to you. It's of no use whatsoever. I feel that you've just got to be very, very certain about your own steadfastness. It's you having clear sight, putting one foot in front of the other, and going forward in your life. So there's been some nasty tongues, there's been some difficult conversations, bad things have been said in the past. So we want to get rid of that, and we want to make sure that that's not going forward with you. And yet I see such a lot of happiness around you now, and end of battles, end of weariness, and an end of you being really tired, because I feel that there's a lot of tiredness that you've left behind, and maybe some real sort of ill health with that, that wasn't necessarily something that you were in control of. I feel that you were consumed here with, some very weary, tired times. Energy was sapped. I'm talking last year, I'm talking, really from about August, September, that sort of time last year. So did that happen to you, Heather? Did you find that you were suddenly overwhelmed in some way with life, with your life, and also with the events that had happened?
Yes, yes, there was
Okay.
things going on at that time that were overwhelming.
Ah, well, the good news is that you've got the Queen of Cups here. I don't know if you can see that in focus. I'll try and pull it back. But the Queen of Cups is you. This is you, Heather, being very happy, filled up. Cups are full here, filled up with joy and this really overwhelming sort of sense of happiness. So the opposite to what you were experiencing towards the end of the summer last year, where you were this person, you were very much the hermit, you were the person that had to retreat. You had to retreat inside yourself and reassess exactly what it was that you wanted to say, what you wanted to do, how you wanted to be. But now you can do all of those things because there's a new gate. As though you're on the top of a hill and there's a gateway here, and it's a silly, crooked gate. It's not anything that's secure, but it's been too difficult to open. And you could have opened it at any time. It's not a problem. You could have even squeezed through some of the panels, but you didn't. You stayed put, you stayed where you were. Now this gate just flung itself open. It's as though there's been a gust of wind that has just come along, and Spirit have done this, and your spirit guides have said, hold on a moment, this is not the way for you, and your son as well, being very similar. There's another boy that is around you, so either it's a very close friend to your son's already, or perhaps a cousin, but there's two boys together. You don't have two sons, though, do you?
I have a stepson,
Ah,
a
that's
son
what
and
it
a
is.
stepson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they similar in age, are they?
Close, a few years apart.
Oh, okay. All right then. And we're not talking 10 years though, are we? I mean, I just
No,
feel that there's
no.
a symmetry between them. And your stepson, has come in or has been introduced, I feel, into your son's life to be a companion, to be the boy that wasn't there. So there must have been a sense of loss. I feel that there would have been a son, a boy who should have been born perhaps, maybe you suffered a miscarriage, maybe you don't know, but I do feel that there's a soul in spirit around you that actually comes in to look after and protect your son because of that psychic sense, because he's, so wonderful and empathetic. He's really able to absorb other people's feelings, emotions. He knows things, he knows what's going to happen. He has that sense of being able to predict where he should be, what he should say, who he should mix with, what he should do. And he's got that journey in front of him. So the stepson has been brought in to fill that gap, but now there's a change. There's a big change that's coming. You're in control of that, Heather. It's not something to be frightened of. Change is always looked upon as being extremely difficult, and you've got to wade through it, but it isn't. It's just different. It's a different way of negotiating your life, and this was your very first card anyway, and that was the high priestess, and the high priestess really does dictate this maneuverability. You have to maneuver now, and you have to think about the all the good for you and your family, but you also have to think about those personal freedoms, what you want to achieve, and how you're going to get there, and what you're going to do in this next phase now in your life. I do see new people walking towards you, welcoming you with open hearts. It's that lovely heart that I want to give to you. It's yours as well. So you have a very kind and gentle heart, Heather. But that is being matched now with new friendship groups and people who are welcoming you towards them. Sometimes this can be looked upon as that next sort of spiritual connection where you do have groups of people who are souls in spirit who transcend around you and follow you because of that bright light that you show off, and you show that off lots and lots and lots. So it's well practiced. I think you're an old soul that's here, and now you're turning round and round and round in a circle and feeling as though you need to stop somehow and make a decision as to which way you really want to go, which way you intend to go. I see lots of green earth around you, so there's a great deal of countryside, and being able to enjoy that. There's fresh air and lots of land and new sort of growth. There's a great deal of new growth. And you writing, I do have lots of written words here. It's as though you're writing in the sand, that whatever it is that you write down is actually going to be swept away by the water, by the sea, by the waves coming in, the ocean coming in. So you must feel quite insecure about what you want to say. However, that will pass now, Heather, and that will be a very, very different opportunity for you. So you've got a great deal going on. I can't
I
believe
do.
you
I do.
you do so much. All right, so we get to the point where you can pick and choose. So you have that propensity around you. You have that gift as well. Are you planning on writing some sort of either book or article for the internet, magazine? It's something that is very creative that I feel that you very good at. So is it an idea that you've got?
Well, I don't have anything at the moment, but who knows?
Okay, no is that one. Well, make a note of your dreams, because you have got, some real charge coming in. There's electric coming in here. I feel you're going to be inspired. So watch out for that, and also for this next path. So the move is there. You're moving forward, whether it's a physical move or not doesn't really matter. What counts is that you're landing in a new sort of set of harmony, and that's going to bring you a lot of joy in your heart, and a special person that I feel is welcoming you in the future. So don't discount anything. Really take advantage of all of your opportunities. Say yes to everything and everybody, and don't feel alone. That's very important for you. Those health issues, I don't think will return, but you do have to prepare to be happy. And it's only you that can do that. You know, you've got the responsibility for your own happiness. It doesn't belong to anybody else. It doesn't belong to an ex-partner, current partner, or a future one. It's down to you. So this is where you have to make some solid choices to make sure that you're secure, you're safe, and that you have a great deal more love in your heart and in your life than you've had in the past. I hope that has made sense to you. Remember the names that I've given to you because they will be verified in the very near future. And remember as well that the gate has always been open. You could have gone in this direction quite a long time ago, that you will be on the move. I see you more rural, countryside, lots of open space. It could be symbolic, but I don't feel as though it is. I think there's a lot more to your immediate future than you realize at the moment. So I'm going to wish you the very best of luck, and I hope you've enjoyed your reading, Heather. What a pretty name. So, uh, goodbye and best of luck. Okay. Now, I think we've got a lady coming through here from Germany. It's Sona, Hessen, Germany. Hello, you're through to Eleanor Grace on A1R Psychic Radio. Are you there, Sona?
Hel- hel- Hello, hello. I'm happy to
Hello,
join the call. Thank you so much.
as my pleasure.
Um,
And how are you? Yeah, go on, speak, speak.
no, no, I'm open to hear what you will tell me, and I'm particularly interested in some aspects of my romantic life. What will happen there? So that would be really interesting.
Okay, well, we'll have a good look at the lovers here for you, and we'll do a little love reading, I think, and perhaps have a look in the crystal ball as well. Okay, let me just take a card because I feel that you've been waiting around. And I think that that's been something in your life anyway, that you've been waiting for things to happen and just saying to yourself, why on earth didn't they? You've given lots of people lots of
Hmm.
chances. And that I feel has been difficult. Who is Robert around you? Do you know a person with that name?
Robert,
Mm.
um, there was such a person, but I don't have contacts anymore.
Were you involved with him? Did he sort of upset you, make life difficult for you?
No, no, it was
Oh,
just a friend.
okay. Well, something about him and the time that you were with him is being repeated again. So I'm glad to hear that you weren't upset by him, and because here he is, um, somebody returning from your past, and that's who he is. A good person, a person
Hmm.
that brings in some lively energy. Dancing is around you, enjoying yourself, laughter, food and drink, having a great time. It's all around you and everywhere. So I feel that that's very important, really, really significant. So, Queen of Pentacles
Hmm.
is here. This is you. You've got an abundant phase in your life right now. Now, when we hit this abundant phase, it means that you're going to get a little bit more money coming in and more creativity. So you'll be thinking about how you can make more money in work. And that comes along anyway, regardless of what you're hoping for romantically. So this is a benefit that I think
Right.
that you have. Now, there's a new relationship here, and this was a relationship that is quite formal actually, because it will end in a marriage. So you've got some big times that are ahead. So let's let's just take my crystal ball because,
Mhm.
when we've got such a
Mhm.
situation, then we need to have some clarity. So I'm looking at this straight away, and really asking you to focus as much as you can onto yourself. Don't think about me, think about you. We've got the clear quartz crystal here. It's a point of destiny that you've reached right now, and it's a lucky time. There's somebody who
Mhm.
really, when this Robert or Roberto comes back around and you see him again, then there's somebody else that either he introduces to you or that you meet at exactly that time. So it's a very positive energy that I think is going to be given to you. It's
Mhm.
exciting. Now it's so March and May, the months beginning with an M, they are there. Um, Springtime months, but months with a great deal of power, power-packed times, and it's springtime. So
Mhm.
this is the time of meeting your next major partner. There's major commitment that is here around you in your life, and it's something that you will find is very, very special. With the quartz crystal being so illuminated here and so clear, it's an opportunity for you to recognize that you've got like a bounce pad. It's a bit like a trampoline. You can jump for joy. I can see you doing that. And you holding on to some really positive words. There's love in the air, there's hearts everywhere here in the crystal. And I feel that this is something that you will really want to have. So we're going to do a cosmic order. Now, a cosmic order for
Mhm.
you is going to be really wishing for the right person to come along at the right time. One of the first things that you need to do here, Sona, is to be able to clear a lot of that clutter from your life. And sometimes you don't have to throw
Mhm.
out the bin or, clear the room or tidy up. It's more about what's in your mind and how much you've accumulated
Mhm.
in your mind as being, well, that was something that, you know, I shouldn't have really allowed to get into my head. So you will be going through a process
Mhm.
now of releasing some energies, feelings about people that you shouldn't be holding to yourself. And there's like little worries and concerns,
Mhm.
jealousies even, about other people who may appear to be happier, better off than you, in a different space than you. And I think we all do this. We all look at others and think, why am I not there? Why is that not me at this particular time? And yet, you've got the best yet to
Mhm.
come. I mean, it's so exciting. I feel as though you're just going to jump into life and really access every opportunity that comes your way. There's some really good friends around you, and I feel that they are supporting you, taking you out, holding your hand, and wanting you to partake, wanting you to be, really clear about the level of opportunity that is there. So I think you've got well wishers that
Mhm.
are really going to be with you. Now, your grandfather,
Mhm.
is he in spirit? Is he somebody that's already passed? I've got an older man who is
Yeah.
coming through in spirit. Okay. Um, he's got white hair. Did he have white hair when he passed? Do you know?
Yes. Yes, a bit. Yes. He lost some hair, but yes.
Yeah, yeah, it's very short, sort of white hair, very short, and he's there, and I can
Mhm.
see his face, and he's sort of peering down at you and wanting you to, I don't know, he wants to hold your hand like this. I don't know whether he used to do this to you
Uh-huh.
and just sort of cherish you. Did you have a do you have a
Mhm.
sister? Because I'm seeing two girls. So is that a
Yes.
sister of yours? Okay. Because he's saying that to me. He's saying, Yes, these two girls and the beautiful, beautiful faces. There's angels that are around you. He sends them to you. Who sings?
Mhm.
Who is the singer? Who has got the beautiful voice? I've got a really stunning voice here. Is that you? Can you sing with your voice?
Not really.
Not
Not
really.
really, but
Mm, interesting. Is that your sister then that sings? Somebody does, because he's saying this to me. Maybe he did. The songs anyway.
Mhm.
Do you recognize that in your
Mhm.
family? Did your mother sing? Who
Uh-huh.
was the person that sang to you? Do you remember?
Mhm.
Do you?
I have a friend who used to sing, but it's just occasionally. It's not professional.
Okay. Well, it's interesting because your grandfather is talking about this singing. Maybe it's the angels
Uh-huh.
and the cherubs singing for
Mhm.
you because love is coming into your
Mhm.
life. So let's take another
Mhm.
card and see what the
Mhm.
cards have to say. Well, you're in
Yeah.
love here. The Queen of Cups is who you are, and the Queen of Cups is getting ready to be the matriarch, the empress, the person who is the married lady, is in charge of
Mhm.
the home, is in charge of how you can blossom and grow and become a
Mhm.
mother. So,
Mhm.
motherhood is going to be very important to you. I think that your
Mhm.
grandfather is giving you that message to sing here, to sing from your
Okay.
heart. It can be symbolic. It's
Uh-huh.
not necessarily that you've got the greatest voice, but I think that there is a child of yours that
Mhm.
will be singing, that has got a great singing
Mhm.
voice. Um, there's a person as
Mhm.
well, a man who is adorable, going to love you to bits, and he's with you this summer. So somebody is walking
Mhm.
towards you, but there's an apology coming back as well from either an ex or somebody that you've just fallen out with a bit. Has that happened? Have you just fallen out with a lover, a partner right now?
Um. No, I mean I have a friend, but I don't know if that will grow into a relationship or not. But
Okay. Well, it's a bit sort of don't know at the moment, but just watch for the
Mhm.
end of March because love arrives in your life at that time and it's consolidated in May. Best of luck, and I wish
Mhm.
you every happiness. And it's lovely to speak to you. So, I've been Eleanor Grace. We're at the end of the show here today, and I wish you all a lovely week and get out into that spring fresh air. And I'll see you same time next week. Bye for now. Bye bye. Bye bye.